In the heart of a desolate winter forest, where the snow whispered secrets and the trees stood like silent sentinels, 4 friends ventured forth on a daring camping trip. Among them were Sarah, the adventurous soul who organized the expedition, Jack, her loyal and skeptical best friend, Emily, the cautious medic with a sharp wit, and Mark, the seasoned outdoorsman with a penchant for ghost stories. They pitched their tents in a clearing surrounded by ancient pines, their breath visible in the icy air as they huddled around a crackling fire. The night was still, unnaturally so, as if the forest held its breath in anticipation. Emily, warming her hands over the flames, glanced nervously into the shadows beyond the firelight. "Are you sure this place is safe, Sarah?" she asked, her voice betraying a hint of unease. Sarah laughed, tossing another log onto the fire. "Of course. It's just a little creepy, that's all. Perfect for telling scary stories." Mark, ever the storyteller, grinned mischievously. "Speaking of which, have I ever told you about the Wendigo?" Jack rolled his eyes. "Oh, come on, Mark, not tonight." But Sarah leaned forward eagerly. "Tell us, Mark, what's a Wendigo?" Mark's voice dropped to a whisper, drawing them in with the lure of the unknown. "Legend has it that a Wendigo is a malevolent spirit, born from cannibalism in these very woods. It preys on the lost and the desperate, consuming their flesh and their souls." Emily shivered, despite herself. "That's just an old myth, right?" "Maybe," Mark said slowly, eyes darting to the darkness beyond the firelight. "But sometimes myths are based on something real." As if on cue, a bone-chilling wind swept through the trees, extinguishing their fire in a sudden gust. They huddled together, hearts pounding as the forest seemed to close in around them. "We should go back," Jack suggested, his voice tight with fear. This was a stupid idea. But before they could move, a haunting wail echoed through the night, a sound that chilled them to the core. Sarah's eyes widened in terror as she pointed into the darkness. "Look!" There, among the trees, stood a figure taller than any man, gaunt and skeletal with sunken eyes glowing with an otherworldly hunger. The Wendigo had found them. They ran, blindly crashing through the underbrush, pursued by the creature's unearthly cries. Branches tore at their clothes, icy claws of fear gripping their hearts. Emily stumbled and fell, her scream lost in the howling wind. "Keep running!" Sarah yelled, pulling Jack along as Mark turned back to help Emily to her feet. But it was too late. With a gut-wrenching roar, the Wendigo descended upon them, its icy grip closing around Emily's ankle. Mark screamed in horror, futilely, trying to pry her free as the creature dragged her into the darkness, her desperate cries fading into the night. They stumbled out of the forest at dawn, pale and shaken, their friend lost to the Wendigo's insatiable hunger. The authorities searched for Emily's body, but all they found were deep, chilling tracks in the snow, tracks that led into the heart of the forest, where the Wendigo waited, hungry for its next victim.